Hi guys, my name is Layla, and I'm here to be reviewing Fairy Tale chapter 312. So let's get into it. Okay, so as we all know, um, Kogoda, Minerva, and Urza are having a three-way fight, which is very surprising for me. I did not expect that at all. Um, and the chapter opens up with Minerva, Izora, and Kogoda all having like a little, yeah, girl, what you say? Oh, girl, no, you didn't. Like they're starting like that, and discussion before a fight doesn't bother me, but it I would prefer to get straight to the action instead of having the chit chat. And apparently Kogoda feels the same way because Kogoda was like, all right, enough with the talking, let's get right into it. So, and as you guys notice, I will be looking down a lot as I'm reviewing this chapter because there was so much attacks and like strategic moves that I had a very difficult time trying to remember, so I wrote down some notes to help me. Okay, so first, Minerva seems to be taking on both Urza and Kogoda. They seem to be going at it pretty evenly, and all of a sudden, um, Minerva pushes Urza back, and Kogoda comes in from behind and kicks Minerva. And Minerva seems very surprised by this. I guess she wasn't very much expecting this out of Kogoda. I don't know. I didn't expect it out of that. The fight Kogoda put up in this chapter was very surprising because I did not think that she was going to be this strong, but I was very, very surprised. I was pleasantly surprised by Kogoda's strength in this chapter. Okay, so moving on, Kokoda kicks Minerva from behind, which surprises her, and then Erza comes in and kicks Kogoda. Now that was weird to me. I thought in this chapter it seemed like Erza was going more for Kogoda than she was going for Minerva, which was kind of weird. But maybe Erza was trying to get Kogoda out of the way so she could focus on Minerva. I'm not sure, but it seemed that Erza was going more for Kogoda. So after Kogoda kicks Minerva, Erza comes in and kicks the crap out of Kogoda, and Kogoda looks. We have like a little panel of Kogoda looking a little surprised, like, dude, what? We should be trying to take that Minerva, but hey, I guess as Urza's just like, I'm gonna take you down first. So after Urza has kicked Kogoda, Kogoda is on the floor and she is on the ground and she is trying to get up, and Minerva just comes out of nowhere and just blasts the crap out of her. And you can tell from Minerva's like Kogoda's face, she's like, "Where the heck did you come from?" Like Minerva is very fast. Something I noticed in this chapter, she is incredibly fast when it comes to bouncing back from attacks. But Kokoda also seems to be very fast in this department. Ezra seems pretty slow, which was kind of disappointing to me in this chapter, that she did seem a tad bit slower than both Minerva and Kokoda. That was a little disappointing for me. Um, but yes, Kokoda is then blasted by Minerva, and Urza comes out from, again, nowhere, and she is coming down from above. She's performing an aerial kick, and she seems to be directing it at Minerva, but Kokoda comes, and she has her sword in her hilt, and she has it out a little bit, and she's not pushing, but she's attacking Minerva, which pushes Minerva to the side, and she pushes Minerva away, and Urza ends up kicking Kokoda, which I think was completely unintentional. Um, Minerva seems to be getting pretty fed up with all of this, and she's just like, "Yo, I'm done with this." She captures both Urza and Kokoda in some sort of magic bubble. I'm not really sure what it is, and she starts speaking words to a spell. And Mavis, the first master of Fairy Tale, she seems very alarmed and almost terrified of this, and she calls it what is it? Yakuma's spell of the 18 combat gods. Mavis seems terrified, like she is gonna pee on herself. She is just terrified of this, and I'm assuming that it's a very powerful magic that no one really uses. And Minerva uses this, which is actually the specific name of the spell is called Yagoda Rigora, and she blasts half of the stadium. Half of the stadium is just gone. Like, I'm just like, holy crap. Minerva is a strong mother flipper. Like, I'm just like, dang, this girl's got it going on. This is a bad bitch. Like, I'm just like, damn. Um, and everybody we have a great shot, um, and we see everybody in the stadium looking like, holy crap. Like, Gajil, he's just like, what was that? And you get a shot of Sting. Sting's not saying anything, but you can tell he's like, this is absolutely an incredible thing. And before this, um, I can't remember the guy's name, but he was lying on the ground. And he was like, "Oh, I know the strength of both Urza and Kogura. I've remembered their moves, but they are no match for Minerva. She has them both beat. The twin dragons can't even hold a candle to her. So that, I mean, I guess she is pretty strong. Everyone is amazed at her, and for a second there, I thought Urza and Kogura were gonna be done for, but turn the page and we see Urza half naked and Kogura half naked as well, still standing, just a few scratches, and still ready to take on Minerva. And Minerva's like, "Oh heck, no, this is not happening right now." I mean, Minerva seems a little surprised that they're still standing. She's like, "You guys are stronger. You guys are more durable than I thought you were. It's time for me to stop toying around with you." If this is Minerva's idea of toying around with her, I want to know what her idea of being serious is. Um, so we get a shot of Milana. Milana is a little cat girl. If you can't remember Milana, she was Urza's childhood friend, and she is in the guild that Kokoda is in. So they both have their own relationships with Milana. Um, not Urza, Minerva has Milana trapped in some sort of magic bubble like she had in the beginning. And Minerva explains that the bubble that she is in is draining Milana's magical power, which seems to be very much, very, very hurting her. And you can tell by the next panel shot of Kogura and Urza, they are both pissed off. Like, they go into complete and total badass mode when they see Milana um, being hurt. And apparently, this is what Minerva wanted. Apparently, she didn't think that Kogura and Urza were being serious enough for her, and she didn't like it. So she got Milana out there, and they did get more serious. It's pretty obvious that they did. And Minerva comments, and she's like, now that's the look I wanted to see. Okay, so that is the end of that fight, and we move on to the next chapter where, not the next chapter, but we move on to the next page after that when we see an elder and the princess talking, and the elder is talking to the princess saying that it's time to end the magic games, the tournament, it's something really awful is going to happen. And then um, the princess responds as saying, well, if it does end up really horrible, she will use the gates to eclipse willingly. So so when she said willingly, I assumed, okay, she's holding out, she doesn't want to use it, so it's probably going to have a negative effect on innocent people, which she doesn't want to use. So that I assume that's why she's not wanting to use it. um, and then we go to Natsu asking a hooded figure, "Who are you?" Pulls the hood off, and it's Lucy. Oh my gosh, it is Lucy. And I've seen a lot of spoilers saying that Lucy lost her arm, or, I don't know, but it is saying that she's only using one arm to pull the hood off and wiping away her tears. She's not really using her other arm, so it could be possible that she did lose her right arm. I'm not really sure. Um, and Lucy is crying, and she's like, "Please, I need your help." And the chapter ends. We don't know what the future message is, and we will find out in the next chapter. Now, I would like to make a prediction. I would like to say that I think that in the future, Natsu and the others have died. Because in the beginning of chapter 297, Lucy is crying when she sees Natsu, and when she sees Natsu, in the later chapter, she hugs him, and she's just like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, she missed him, like she really, really misses him. So I think that it's pretty obvious that the future Lucy has seen things that it's obvious that I think she thinks that Natsu has died. I'm thinking that Natsu or somebody in the future has died, and Lucy is coming back to warn them or to help them or to tell them how to stop it. I'm not really sure, but I would like to make that prediction and saying that somebody, probably Natsu, has died in the future. And I would also like to make the prediction that yes, she probably has lost her right arm. Um, so this chapter was pretty interesting. The one thing that I did dislike about this chapter was the fact, and this is the thing that I dislike about Fairy Tail. Um, I did dislike the fact that the fight when Minerva first blasted Urza and Kagura, that they were both half naked. I hate that. Like, I hate that about Fairy Tail. Like, you're either giving me some fan service, like every chapter there seems to be some fan service, and I don't think it's completely necessary to have fan service in every single chapter. I feel like it takes away from the fight. I'm not really sure if I'm focusing on like how hot the girls are or how I'm focusing on the actual battle. Like, you can't have it both ways with me. So that did annoy me. That's something I didn't like. And the next few chapters, I'm really hoping it's fairy tales, but I'm still hoping that there's not going to be a lot of fan service, so we can actually focus on what's going on in the actual storyline. Like the original fight between Minerva and Lucy, that was kind of annoying because I was like, okay, I thought it was going to be a little fan service chapter because there was just girls in bikinis everywhere swimming and boobs and ass, and I just thought it was gonna be a fan service chapter, but it wasn't. And I feel like the whole bikini thing took away from the actual chapter, and I was kind of just it really kind of annoyed the heck out of me. So I'm hoping in the next few chapters that we won't be getting a lot of fan service, and we can actually focus on the storyline and what's actually going on. Tell me what you guys thought in the comments below if you like or dislike Fairy Tail, because I know a lot of people dislike Fairy Tail for different reasons. So tell me what you guys thought about the chapter in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And subscribe for me. Thank you for all the views, and I love you guys. Bye.